Radio. Shout it.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your fault. Beehive Radio shouting, stepping in the building. I got some hip hop icons and legends in this thing. Capone and DAZ, what's good with it, fellas?
Yeah, you know what it is. Radio shouting, you know what it is.
Hey, this new project, Guidelines. How the hell did y'all decide to do this? Now, coming off of that New York, LA, I knew that y'all had some chemistry going on, but I didn't see a full project coming behind it. So what was it that made y'all boys get together and crank one out?
Shit, it was just basically the chemistry, you know what I'm saying? It was easy for us to make music because, we was vibing. You know, the vibe between us is so genuine. It was like one record that turned into two records. And then it was like, you know what? It's not even about the records. Let's just make music. You know what I'm saying? And just have fun doing that shit. You can have cookouts, eat pizza and wings, and have fun. And watch old school videos with Corrupt or SOS Band. And do that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the shit that make us us.
I could definitely dig it. Now, Daz, I mean, you came through with that production again, man. I mean, talk to me about your musical side and why it is imperative for you to always keep on banging on them keys, man.
I mean, just good music, man, you know what I'm saying? And, it's just natural, you know what I'm saying? Just come pumping out music when it's under one roof, you know what I mean? So, hey, I've been doing it for years, man. And, we collab with Merc Beats, you know what I'm saying? Havoc, Hazardous Sounds, you know what I'm saying? And came with this project, right,
So now, when y'all hauled up and got Corrupt and Nori on that banger together, man, what was that like, just having everybody coming in on one song doing their thing? Was there any competition going on in this thing for the best bars or what?
No, there wasn't no competition. I woke up one morning and got a text from Nori. He had sent me the song, like, get busy with it, you know what I'm saying? So I immediately called Corrupt, put him on there. And then I dropped mine, and then we sent it to Capone. The Capone got on it, then Hazard then mixed it, we went shot, and then, done deal, because Nori kicked it off.
The video was the best part, making a whole record.
Capone, talk to me about shooting that video, though, man.
The video was dope, you know what I'm saying? Because it got us to actually be in work mode and have fun together, you know what I'm saying? We always there, we did a Drink Champs interview beforehand, and then after that we shot the video, you know what I'm saying? It was a dope day and it was in the rain. So the camaraderie, Nori had the whole umbrella for Corrupt. I had the whole umbrella for Daz, or vice versa. It was just fun shooting the video. Yeah. Shout out to Shula the Dog, because Shula the Dog shot that.
Yes, sir. Now, with both of y'all coming from two different legendary groups, was it any awkwardness rhyming with a new partner on all of these songs together, or is it just something that y'all just used to just getting there collabing all the damn time?
It's chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Like, like we used to rapping with our partners, so, you know what I'm saying? We just switched it up, same thing, you know what I'm saying? And
same beef, same struggle, same shit, different hood, that's it.
Exactly. Answer me this though, Capone, coming out of Queensbridge with it. You got folks like Mobb Deep, Nas, Cormega, all of them people being legendary artists in their own right. What was it like for you coming out of Queens, having that kind of atmosphere and talent around you at that time?
It was a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it was my whole projects was on, you know what I'm saying? Like, each of us represented a block, like Nas represented Vernon, Cormega represented Vernon, Nature represented 10th Street. I represented 12th Street, Mobb D represented 12th Street. So it's like, when you look at it, if one person from each block and one hood is winning, the whole hood is winning. Mm-hmm. So it was just dope to see everybody, but it was also a healthy sense of competition too, you know what I mean? Because everybody trying to win and be the best at what they're trying to do. So it was fun, but we all wound up on the same record.
Now, Daz, I was on YouTube scrolling through some stuff, man, and on your timeline, I saw you in the studio kicking flavor with Pimp C, man. I mean, talk to me about you and the Pimp kicking that flavor in legendary studio sessions, man.
Yeah, man. We was down there with the Botany boys, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Red, C-Note, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, I was always in the family, you know, hanging out there in Houston, you know what I'm saying? When I was dealing with Robert Gilliman, which was Southwest Wholesale Distribution back in the days, you know, that white boy was paying all them niggas in Texas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was getting to the money out there, man. He was paying unit for unit, you know what I'm saying? So we was all eating out there. So, you know, it was good vibes, you know what I'm saying? Catfish and shrimp.
Ooh. Talk to me about y'all being able to work together though, man. I mean, after all of these years, I'm loving the camaraderie that I see. I love to see that y'all can just get together and say, hey man, let's go ahead and get a bag right quick. Let's put some music out. Let's fuck with these streams. Let's fuck with these shows. What is that like at this level and stage of y'all career, being able to just work together without no extra industry bullshit in the middle of everything?
Yeah, we're in control of this, you know what I'm saying? What we put together, you know what I'm saying, with the team, and you know what I'm saying, and just new adventures, you know, shows. We, you know, as far as us being in a pandemic, we dream of the shows right now. You know, we can foresee this shit whenever it opens back up and putting the show together. But for now, we're gonna keep dropping the music, you know what I'm saying, and just don't stop.
Just have fun with it. Drop music,
Now, I mean, C&D's new line of pre-rolls, man, by 9 Lives Collective. Break that down to me, because even y'all done went digital with the pre-rolls to where we can get the music and the bud at the same time?
Yeah, man. Let it be known we're the first ones to do it. You know what I'm saying? DAZ, Dillinger, Capone was the first to ever have pre-rolls where you can take the pre-roll and actually scan it and go to the record, LA, New York, New York. And, you know, I hope, you know, that people understand that if this is some things that we have to come together on. You know what I'm saying? As a unit in hip-hop, say, we have to figure out a way that we can incorporate the bud with this music, because we're making the bud industries rich.
Yeah.
We're just making other industries rich. We're making the bud industry
the bud industry, so the hood man, you know what I'm saying?
So, you know, we gotta make sure that
we're bringing all the money around.
Taking all the money, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta make sure everybody eats. But I'm trying to see if I had a pre-roll with. Here we go right here, baby.
Ooh!
C&D pre-roll. Boom.
We got you some. We got you some, B-High. You know what it is.
This is for you, champ. I'm holding this one.
There's power in there.
This for you.
I salute that. I salute that. So, I mean, Daz, talk to me about them pre-rolls, man, and that whole cannabis industry, because you was one of the early adopters of that, just getting into that business. So what has it been like for you over the years getting down with it?
It's all been profitable, you know what I'm saying? You can come with a different type of company tomorrow. Next day, it all depends on what type of strain you got and how you sack it up, how you promote it. But it's like, you know, it's a lot of legal technicalities with it in different states, you know what I'm saying? So I learned that part of the game. I can't do this type with that type, you know what I'm saying? Like on Instagram, if you try to promote any type of marijuana, you can show it.
Yeah.
But if you try to like promote it to sell it, they're going to zap it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they really trying to monitor all that. But, you know, it's a profitable thing. And, you know, and like in Georgia, the word is hemp.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't use marijuana. I use hemp.
Facts. Now, Capone, let me get in here with you, man. I mean, the War Report, putting that album together with Nori. What was that like with Tragedy coaching y'all through the project and, you know, the pressure of you knowing that you was going to have to do some time, too?
I mean, that was, you know, it was definitely deep because, I was a wild cowboy at that time. You know what I'm saying? So the pressure of trying to focus on the studio, wanting to go to the club, you know, just getting a check and having fun. And it was a lot of pressure, man. And knowing I only had 6 months to do this. I only had 6 months to live out this dream of having a record deal and doing my first fucking album. And you know, in 6 months, I got to go to jail. So it's like, you know, I had to get everything I had to get in. Whether it was music, whether it was chicks, whether it was clubs, and that's what I did. But we got it done. I wasn't on a lot of records because I was violent, but you know, at the end of the day, it fun as hell. You know what I'm saying? Fun as hell. Time of my life, man. Word. Great 6 months to go to jail and be like, y'all niggas don't even know what y'all missing 6 months. Word.
Crazy. Now, songs like Tony, your verse on that, Biggie talking about, you know, he trying to get you in the mix at the same time, man. What was that like, your relationship with Biggie before he passed, and then knowing that you were supposed to be on that song with them all together, working together?
Yeah, you know, like Big was a great inspiration, man. You know, Big wanted to sign me to Junior Mafia, and I felt like just being the only Queens dude in the whole Brooklyn group wasn't gonna work for me. It was out of like they were like Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? It was just not gonna work for me. But I love the idea, you know what I'm saying? I love the fact that he seen, you know, the talent in me and wanted to see me go further. So, you know, eventually he would say, all right, I can't get you down with Junior Mafia, but I jump on a remix of this record. And so happened that he went to LA and never made it back from LA, and I went to jail. Same time, you know what I'm saying? So it just so happened that the forces that B didn't want to allow this because they wanted to leave the T.O.Y., the LA, and all that alone. But it's unfortunately he still seen mine. But you know, they definitely wanted to sign me. And I'd have probably right now, you know, looking back, might have took that deal. Because I only had 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But penalty stepped in.
When folks like Biggie and Tupac died in the middle of y'all careers, how does that affect the trajectory of the things that y'all have going on at that time? Because, I mean, y'all still went on to be successful and do y'all things. We having a conversation right now because y'all still out here popping. So how do you think stuff would have been different if y'all would have been able to continue working with them kind of folk?
Just striving and motivation is what it is, you know what I'm saying, for us to keep doing what we're doing, knowing that he come from the East, I come from the West, Biggie, Tupac, we all work with him. So let's come together and try to make a new, you know what I'm saying, because what's going on today with the new music, you know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
how I, you know what I'm saying? But we learn it, we adapt to it. It's all about taking everything this week, that week, put it together, right? And see what it tastes like.
Make a soup, make a soup.
Answer me this though, fellas. How do y'all feel now at this point in your career, being able to still be vibrant and accepted and still be able to have your own movements? Because a lot of times, you know, hip hop is growing up with us. You see what I'm saying? It was no predecessors before y'all like that. It wasn't that many. Okay, you got your Ron DMCs and the your Flash and Mouse, Grandmasters, everybody. But it wasn't a whole. Say what, Capone?
You don't have generations.
Exactly. It wasn't generations of it. So now, with y'all being a generation of rappers that's still rapping and still just as relevant, how do y'all feel about the atmosphere and the culture of it? Because I'm not no longer really seeing a divide between the young and the old like I used to. It's like music is just music again.
You know why? Because they getting old too.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of.
Come on over here and join us too, motherfucker. You know, you out your 20s right now.
Yeah. But you know, a lot of
come over here and sit down with us, motherfuckers.
Yeah, a lot of
collect them royalty checks and shut the fuck up. Now you feel how we feel. Now put you another project out.
That's the truth, though.
Hey.
Get in here, Capone. What was you about to say, man?
Motherfuckers having babies like 4 at a time right now. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic is making niggas old. Niggas
yeah.
About the child support payments, like, hold up.
Everything stopped. Niggas think it wouldn't stop. But you have to be mentally prepared and physically prepared, financially prepared for anything. You know what I'm saying? If you had that notion, nigga, you know, niggas like, hey, my end tomorrow, I'm finna blow it all.
I think honestly though, on a serious note though, look, there's too much shit going on. The little niggas ain't got time to diss the old heads no more, man. Niggas,
yeah.
Yeah, because the young niggas killing the young niggas right now.
Is killing
Okay, what do y'all think about that though, man? Because there was so much killing going on in these last 365 days. It kind of blew my mind. I mean, with y'all coming from that era of seeing a lot of that early on in hip hop, what is y'all take on it going on now?
Them niggas gonna get a lot of time now, boy.
Nah, you know what it is? A lot of gangbangers getting record deals, man. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And it's not about gangbangers like getting record deals. I mean, like, they still living a life. In my era, there was no Bloods, no Crips, none of that in New York City. Like that. You know what I'm saying?
So when we came down there, it wasn't no Bloods down there.
It was nothing.
It was just when we came to New York, it was just a little, it was 5%, but it was a little bit of Bloods down there. And it was that much of Crip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it started transitioning down there, you know what I'm saying? And then it started getting a little more bloodier, and, you know, it just started, you know, the shit trend, like shit, you might as well make colors too in New York. You know what I'm saying? I had a movie script written called Respect Due. It was like a gangbang movie, just like Colors, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was in New York, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's today's music, you know, hey, state generation, couldn't nobody tell us what the fuck to do when we was doing it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Nobody can
you know what I'm saying? So, hey, handle your business, you know?
They still in the streets. We still in the streets, but they different.
Yeah.
They got a whole 100 new set they got to worry about.
My God. How did y'all stay alive during these times, and what advice would you give to these youngsters to stay alive?
Like he just said, minding your motherfucking
business.
You know what I'm saying? Keep handling your business. If I'm driving, I can't be looking this way. I'm going to crash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You keep looking forward and do what I got to do, because nobody pay your bills but you. Cell phone going to get cut off because you got to go what? Pay it. If you don't pay it, hey, the next nigga ain't going to pay it. He going to take the money from you and go pay his own bill. With your money, he going to keep his money. Smart niggas out there. You got to watch some of these dudes out there. It's sick.
Oh, shit.
That's why I just relax and listen. Pay attention. I'm a Gemini, you know what I'm saying? I watch everything.
You gotta watch.
Exactly. Capone, I want to ask you about Prodigy, man, and what he meant to Queens and to y'all as a whole.
I mean, he meant the whole lot. You know, he's one half of Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like growing up in Queensbridge, that's what we had. We had the few artists that came before me that really made a difference to help me get on. And that was Mobb Deep, that was Nas, that was Roxanne Shante, that Marley Marl that helped me. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for Mobb Deep giving me that opportunity to just do everything, be around him, you know, I probably would have never been that interested in music like I was. I always wanted to be a DJ. I never really wanted to rap like this. You know, played a major role.
My God. So now moving forward, fellas. My God, DAZ! My God. You know, going forward though, fellas, jamming out here in these streets, what else do we need to be looking forward to out of y'all boys, man?
Hey, man, for me, man, you know what I'm saying? I got my clothing line, man. You know, I know you can't see. We're going to make sure we get something to you.
That's slick.
This, you know, Sakasi right here. We're going to make sure you well-laced, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, man. Akasi and C&D, man, just making sure everything we're doing is smart hip-hop, smart entertainment, you know what I'm saying? It's what we are, smart thugs, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little high, but don't worry about it.
I've been working on a book. I got a documentary book.
Ooh.
It's called Dog Pound for Life.
What's happening?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got a bunch of pictures in there. It's a movie script, my movie script, and you can read it instead of somebody begging, can you see the movie? I just press it up like I go do my own records and be in control of my own destiny. You know what I'm saying? I sell it on my own website at dpgforlife.com. You know what I'm saying? And,
what things are you touching in that book, though, DAZ? What kind of perspective?
From the beginning. From the beginning. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying?
That's slick.
Yeah. This is the beginning. You got content in here from Rage, I got the. You see that signature right there?
Yeah.
Suge Knight, this is the first contract right here. First death row contract I signed for $5,000.
My God. That's crazy. What do you think for both of y'all, when y'all look back at them early humble beginnings, man, and y'all was ready to get into this industry? What do you think about that mindset of that young Capone and that young DAZ back then versus y'all grown asses right now?
I look at it right now, it's like, I look at it then, it's like, you signed us for $5,000. You know what I'm saying? We both looked at each other's lives and realized that we both, our first deal was for $5,000. Our first deal, both of our deals were for exactly the same amount, $5,000. Nori got $5,000.
Corrupt got $5,000.
Trash got $5,000.
And Snoop Dogg got $10,000. And that was it when we went on the road with the Ghetto Boy.
Man, I just finished talking to Big Mike out of Texas, man.
Big Mike was a part of Death Row.
That's what he talked to me about that, because that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, they was down there with us through the beginning in apartments, and you know what I'm saying? And then they got that call from Jay Prince. They had to go back home.
Oh, man. I feel you. I feel you.
Scarface was down there with us too, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Face, man.
And that's why you hear Bushwick Bill on the album. We was all together.
Okay, what was those vibes like, Daz? All of y'all being together from all these different areas jamming and cooking up the chronic.
Shit, they was teaching us how to roll Philly blunts. Smoke joints and shit. You know what I'm saying? Tupac them come with the blunt, Bitch would come with the blunt, dip it in the water. We looking like, man, what the, wow. Oh yeah, roll that shit up. They was big, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, shit, we was learning. We was young kids.
Man. So now, this was my other question though, but y'all signing for $5,000. A lot of times, most of the classic material comes out early in the game. So what goes through y'all mind when they're thinking, they got all this classic shit out of me for $5,000?
But when you look at the contract now, it's like, you know, we own it.
Mm-hmm. Ooh!
Co-publishing deals and stuff like that, but like I'm exercising my rights this 5 years from now. It's called a 35-year copyright reversion law. After 35 years of the song being published, you have a second chance at a bite of the apple to get your property back. It's like a deed, you know what I'm saying? The grantee and the grantor, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Time is up. And that's when they come and say, we want to pay you this amount of money to keep everything going back like it was. And I'm going to run my own business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like people like Bruce Springsteen, Aerosmith, Slade, they all getting their property back. It's an act called from the 1978 copyright law. And there's no such thing as a copyright work for hire. It's not in the category, in the non-category. So anybody come with y'all with that work for hire shit, slap their ass.
Message.
When it comes to the business of the industry though, man, when was it that the light bulbs went off in y'all head that made you say, you know what, I need to handle my business so I can take care of myself?
When I started selling unit for unit, pressing on my own unit, they was giving me $10 a unit.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? So I never looked back from then on. You know what I'm saying? I always been pressing my own records up, doing independent, you know what I'm saying, and controlling my own destiny. You know what I'm saying? After I got off of Death Row, it was, you know, then I signed with Jermaine Dupri. And that's when I came to Atlanta in 99.
I can dig that. Now, when it comes to versus battles, are we getting any CNN or DPG verses in this thing, fellas?
Now it's up to Swiss Beats, Timberland, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, make it happen, Tim, Swiss.
They want to see that.
You know, hip hop, straight up. You know what I'm saying?
We can't get no in-person verses, man.
So that means they gotta go in there and update and get that sound right and get everything, you know, get the 4. Now, you know, they got the 2 now.
Yeah.
Now we need the 4.
Facts. Facts.
That's gonna be crazy.
How do y'all feel like stuff like Versus is changing the industry? And just, you got Drink Champs, you got Versus, you got all of these different new things that's added to the narrative of hip hop right now. How do y'all feel like that's changing the, you know, momentum and the forward process of the culture?
Because I think right now, you know, people are wanting to hear stories out the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
They want to hear things that they want to know what certain verses meant to these people, not written by somebody who wrote an article or did this. They want to see the person get drunk and tell the story about what they heard happen in a magazine or on the street or whatever. And it's a lot of things, but now it's just having in-person interviews.
Same shit everybody do on your show right here. You got them right directed. You know what I'm saying?
This
you ain't got no
see.
shit that's being typed up. You online with them.
Exactly.
You know what it is.
Because before this, years ago, this would be typed up in a paragraph.
Yeah, we didn't have social media, so that's what make us more out there, you know what I'm saying? We had to go foot back then, you know what I'm saying, from the rap game, and then now it's just a push of a button, but we still use the tactics of back then and now.
Yeah.
Work and hitting that button.
How do y'all feel about this now? And what would y'all have done with all of this technology back then?
Oh, man, I wouldn't have even signed a record deal. I would have just used them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When the Chronic came out, I wouldn't even sign, because we signed after the Chronic came out. We could have bounced. RBX bounced. He didn't sign with Death Row. You know what I'm saying? So he made it out and he signed with Dr. Dre and got a deal with Warner Brothers, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, we needed that 5,000.
That 5,000.
Yeah. We over here getting crumbs and shit, you know, $7. We got 5,000 just for, you know, doing what we, you know what I'm saying? But it was going to be more with it, you know what I'm saying, as far as shows and making music. I can't complain, man. It made me who I am today, you know what I'm saying?
What were y'all favorite parts of the industry being in the game doing what y'all was doing, man, and still to this day?
Being young and, you know what I'm saying, and having fun and, you know, living life, man, you know what I'm saying? But being cautious and being wise and, you know what I'm saying, and just, we still here to today, man.
Just be able to link with real niggas from different cities, man, and linking up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hip-hop brought a lot of unity in hoods and people all across the world, man, and that's what we trying to do, spread love.
Exactly.
Spread love. Woo side, how my long say woo side, you know what I mean? Be about our peace right now.
Exactly. When it comes to other people in the game that might have served as mentors to y'all, who do you feel like y'all received the most game from?
Like my game,
rapping,
DOC.
What was it that the DOC broke down to you?
I mean, you know, songwriting, how to put the song together. You know, I had to rhyme for DOC in the room to get on, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just Dr. Dre and all that, just learning, you know what I'm saying? And didn't know what we was making. It was sounding good, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I never heard no shit like that. How clear it was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
SSL board and playing all that shit over, you know what I'm saying? And it was just a learning experience. I used to break in the studio. Shout out to Dick Griffey, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? You know who Dick Griffey is, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the first Suge Knight. So we used to break in his studio and tape over the Whispers, mastered. They was 2 inches. We had to record on something, you know. He was like, y'all are my masters.
Speaking of Dr. Dre, have you been able to figure out how he's doing over there?
Now, they say he's doing great, man. You know what I'm saying? We just keep him in prayers, you know what I'm saying? It's a slow process. And we just got to, you know, family member. We just, you know, cover him with the love, you know?
Yes, sir. Now, Capone, who in your career showed you that mentorship and that love?
For me, it was probably Trash. You know what I'm saying? Tragedy Gaddafi. Because he definitely took me from a person who didn't know how to structure a record or make a record into a person that knew how to handle himself in the studio. Like, he definitely took that time to make me and Nori go from street niggas to, all right, y'all got to get in the studio and do this like this and do this like that. And he got us there.
Exactly. So now lastly, fellas, before I let y'all ride out into the sunset and kick the flavor, I need my, what is that in, that CND? Can I get some CND ASAP? I need a CND ASAP in this thing. And anything y'all want to get off y'all chest, and how can them folks contact y'all, man?
Man, I'm at DAZ Dillinger. You know what I'm saying? DAZ DILLINGER.
I'm at Capone, QB for life. And we at Capone and Dillinger. You know, so, you know.
I can contact Beehive, y'all at me.
Yeah. Already. Fellas, take it easy. Holler at y'all in a minute, man.
All right, for sure, though, man.
I appreciate it. No problem. Holla.